Walmart ignores you every time you reach out. Here's some tips to bypass the bots and get to a real person. So we can see right here that we opened up a case for a client, and then Walmart just didn't respond at all and just automatically closed the case. And this happens a lot, or they just don't respond because some of their reps are a bit lazy, and that's just is what it is. Now, in order to fix this, we have a little bit of a checklist for you so you can get a real person. And this is called the multiple cases to bypass AI. Anyway, you're going to write out the issue as concisely as possible. So for example, getting an item reinstated, make sure you have the item ID, make sure you have screenshots, right? So you have the screenshots, you have the item ID, you have the initial thing that you want to say. The initial thing that you want to say should be idiot proof, right? It should be basic, concise. Don't write a lot of paragraphs. Walmart will not read it, okay? Then you're going to input it into ChatGPT, right? Just like this. So I'm going to say, ChatGPT, I am contacting Walmart, but don't want them to have their AI know I'm opening up the same case over and over. Make 6 separate messages, all different, so AI can't detect duplicate cases. And here's my message. Hi, Walmart. Please help me reinstate this. You want to keep the message short and sweet for Walmart, right? And obviously, I would have a screenshot attached to this. But then AI is going to come with it. And you're just going to tell AI, make sure you make it, a little bit different so you can see it's different every time. I notice my product listing is currently inactive. It looks like my product disappeared. Requesting reinstatement. I'm ready for the reactivation. All these different things so that way you cannot get caught and open up multiple cases at a time. And I'm going to explain why to open up multiple cases at a time in a second. But you're going to create multiple cases, and then you're going to utilize different reasons for reinstatement, which I'm going to show you how to do. Final message, and then you can also attempt to chat with a rep, right? Follow up each day, repeat number 1 through 8 every 7 days. Do not open up more than 10 cases within a 24-hour period. Do not open more than 30 cases per week. If you don't follow up on all of the cases you create every 24 hours, you won't succeed. Now, here's the reason why you're going to be opening up different cases. Now, you have to open up the cases with different verbiage so their AI doesn't catch on. That's the first thing, because if they catch on, then they're going to close the case automatically and then push you to only one case. If you open up multiple cases, it gets assigned to a different rep at Walmart, especially if you use different reasons, right? And that's going to help you succeed because it just takes one rep that isn't lazy and that is actually doing their job to fix your listing. So it's just getting to that one rep. That's the hard part, right? So now we already did that. So we're coming here, and what you're going to do is start creating the cases. So we're going to come here. We're going to go in the top right-hand corner, contact support. And then we're going to open up another tab and do the exact same thing. Contact support, another tab, another tab. So now we've got 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm going to be opening up technically 4 cases today, right? And we're going to be using ChatGPT to get these messages out. And I can make them shorter. I notice my product listing is currently inactive. Right? I'm just making it super short and sweet. So here's one. I'm going to do another one. Looks like my product disappeared. That's going to be another one. We're going to do another one, requesting reinstatement for the product. I think you get the point, right? So once you do those, right? So here's one. We're going to click next. And then this is the reason we're going to do. So we're going to do other unpublished error codes, right? So that's reason number 1. That's going to be message number 1. We'll go through this. Now, the next one that I do, right? So let's say this is the next one. So we're going to open up the case for the first one I just showed you. The next one, I'm going to do something completely different. So I'm going to go to issue categories, and then I'm going to do items in inventory. And then I'm going to do something different. So now I did a different case, right? Now you can put new item setup errors or however you want to do it, right? And then I'm going to open up a new case for a different reason. So I'm going to come back here. And now here's my third one. And this time I'm going to try to do comp errors. So I'm going to do issue categories, items in inventory, item is unpublished. And now I have different categories. So I got one category I can do, this category, and this category. So I've got 4 different categories, which is going to put me in front of 4 different teams and help me get this resolved. So I would be opening up around like 7 cases a week for this. And then all of a sudden, one rep is going to actually come in and do their job, which is going to be really weird. You're going to be like, wait, what? And then they're just going to solve the issue. And that's what happens around 90% of the time for all of these issues. So this is how you don't get a robot. Also, I just showed you on this one, and depending on the reason that you pick, it doesn't really matter the reason that you pick, but depending on the reason that you pick, right, you can chat with them. And if you chat with them, you're like, oops, I opened it up for the wrong reason, but please make sure it gets to this department. And they'll transfer you to that department, but at least you can get to a real person, right? So there's a lot of different ways to do this, but I think you're getting the gist on what works and what doesn't work. If you can kind of understand why we're doing this, right? And then at the end of the day, we do this all the time. And this is how we get things reinstated quick, right? It looks like the item is now clear of all comp-related errors, right? And then all we have to do is, and then we finally get somebody to respond. They clear all of the errors. We just have to update the offer date, and then boom, it's reinstated. So there's a lot of things that we can do. And you'll be surprised that the longest case, if you made a case and it was like 30 days ago, that one might never be assigned to a rep, right? And then a new case that you created over the weekend automatically gets assigned and resolved in one day. So that's kind of my extra backup tips for you. I know that was a long story short, but creating multiple cases is really how you can succeed on Walmart. You just have to do it right. But that's it for today's video. If you want more Walmart videos, tell me what to cover next in the comments. If you learned something new, drop a like. And if you are a Walmart seller, I highly recommend subscribing to our channel because we're giving away great content that's going to help you in your Walmart journey. And of course, if you need help with increasing sales, anything mentioned in this video, or just help selling on Walmart, contact the EHP Consulting Group. Links right in the description to contact us or schedule a call. We also do full Walmart account management. We'll manage all your listings, reinstate them as quickly as possible, contact Walmart for you, and make sure you're generating more sales. I'm Josh Hackett, CEO of EHP Consulting Group, signing out. Mm-hmm.